Today, Jim will be demonstrating 4 different exercises using the stability ball. The first exercise he will be demonstrating is the extended abdominal crunch. The joint used is the spinal joint. The muscles trained include the rectus abdominis. So you'll want to begin by lying supine on the ball, and you want your lower back, so lie supine on the ball, and you want your lower back at the apex of the ball, so right at the curve of the ball. And you want your feet flat on the floor, about hip width apart, and then you want your abdomen parallel to the floor. And then you'll place your hands behind your head, you'll flex your torso to about 30 degrees, and then in order to return, extend the torso back to the start. Repeat this process about 8 to 10 times. Some common errors include raising the feet off of the floor, allowing the hips to tilt off of the ball, pulling the head with the hands. The next exercise Jim will demonstrate is the elbow bridge. The joints used include the shoulder joint and the elbow joint. The muscles trained include the rectus abdominis, the internal and external obliques, the quadratus lumborum, the latissimus dorsi, and the erector spinae. So you'll begin by kneeling, and you'll place your elbows and the back of the upper forearms on the ball, and then keeping this position, you'll move the ball forward to create a 90-degree angle at the elbows, shoulders, and the knees. So a nice 90-degree angle here. And then with your knees and your toes remaining on the floor and your elbows on the ball, extend the knees to roll the ball forward until the spine is in a neutral position. So just a neutral spine here, no arching or anything. And then after that, you'll want to flex the knees to roll the ball back to the starting position. Some common errors include raising the feet off of the floor and arching the back. The next exercise Jim will demonstrate is the supine hip lift with leg curls. The joints used are the hip joint and the knee joint. The muscles trained include the erector spinae, the gluteus maximus, and the hamstrings. So you'll want to begin by lying supine with your legs next to each other. You'll abduct your shoulders to about 90 degrees, so right at your sides. And then you'll want your palms facing flat against the floor. And you'll want your heels on the apex of the ball, so right on that curve again. And then next, you'll want your feet, your knees, and your hip in a straight line. And keeping your upper body stationary, you'll extend your hips until the feet, knees, hips, and shoulders are in a straight line. And then you'll flex your knees until the bottom of the feet are on the ball. And then you'll extend your knees, so extend your knees, and lower your hips back to the start. Some common errors include not keeping a neutral spine throughout the entire exercise. That is key. Keeping a neutral spine is key for all of the exercises using the stability ball. The last exercise that Jim will be demonstrating is the stability ball prone dumbbell lateral raise. The joint used is the shoulder joint. The muscles trained include the trapezius and the posterior deltoid. So you'll want to begin by kneeling on the floor with your hands on the ball, and you'll want the dumbbells on the floor at your sides. And then you want to place your abdomen on the apex of the ball, so again, that curve of the ball. And then you'll extend your knees, so you'll extend your knees and then lift off. And then you'll grasp the dumbbells and abduct the shoulders to about a 90-degree angle. And then in order to return, adduct the shoulders, set the dumbbells on the ground, and then flex the knees back to the start. Some common errors include not keeping a neutral spine throughout the exercise, bouncing on the ball, and not maintaining a neutral cervical spine.